a reading from REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 3 by REMO Giuffré. It's called Fictional Bands. Sometimes fictional bands, typically concocted for TV programs or films, end up becoming real bands, releasing records, making videos, touring and creating hits. The mother of all fictional bands will likely always be the Monkees. Manufactured for the eponymous NBC TV show, the band featured frontman heartthrob Davy Jones, guitarist Michael Nesmith, bass player Peter Tork, and drummer Mickey Dolenz. They were initially sidelined in the studio, with chart toppers Last Train to Clarksville and I'm a Believer largely performed by session musicians. But thanks to the power flowing from their enormous public popularity, they eventually managed to wrestle more creative control. And despite initial scepticism about their authenticity, the Monkees did indeed establish themselves as a genuine and influential band, generating over 75 million album sales and 21 hits to their name. Like the Monkees, the Partridge Family was also a combination of a fictional television show and a real-life musical act. Inspired by the Cowsills, an American singing group of 6 siblings from Newport, Rhode Island, the Partridge Family cast for a TV series that aired from 1970 to 1974 was so convincing as a real-life outfit that they even picked up a Best New Artist nod at the Grammys. During their eponymous ABC sitcom's 4-year run in the early 1970s, the Californians also racked up 9 hits, including the chart-topping I Think I Love You. On-screen mother and son Shirley Jones and reluctant teeny bopper pin-up David Cassidy were the only members to actually appear on the record, while precocious red-headed tween Danny Bonaducci was replaced by members of the Wrecking Crew, a legendary group of session musicians who played with everyone from Simon and Garfunkel to the Beach Boys. Want more? Here are 3 more examples of fictional bands that ended up breaking free from their fictional confines to make waves as musicians. Spinal Tap, a parody heavy metal band featured in the mockumentary film This Is Spinal Tap, 1984. Despite being fictional, the band became a cult favourite and their music gained popularity. The Blues Brothers. While originally created for a sketch on Saturday Night Live, Jake and Elwood Blues, played by John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, formed a real musical act. They released albums and had a successful career beyond the initial sketch. The Archies. The Archies scored an impressive string of hits during the bubblegum pop heyday 1968 to 1970, including the infectious Sugar Sugar, a worldwide #1. The animated quintet first appeared in the comic book Life with Archie, then moved to the small screen in the CBS Saturday morning program, The Archie Show. So, how does this happen? Maybe it's the case that the same thing that made them so compelling as characters gave them a free pass, or at least an inside lane on their paths to musical relevance. This chapter, Fictional Bands, features in REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 3 by REMO Giuffré. This series of books is available at remorandom.com.